Hi to all my dear students. Today I am going to share video lecture regarding unit number 5, that is impact of jet. I have already shared some handwritten notes regarding unit number 5, that is impact of jet, but still today I am going to share a video lecture regarding that. First of all, now what is meant by the impact of jet? Impact of jet means it is the force applied by a jet coming out through a nozzle on a moving or a stationary plate. Now regarding this impact of jet, already we have performed a practical, so I can assume that you must be having a idea about this topic, that is impact of jet. So now as you can see on the screen, we will deal with what is meant by impulse momentum principle. Impulse momentum theory states that changes in the momentum is equal to the impulse. Now first of all, what is meant by momentum? It is nothing but mass into velocity, and impulse is given as force into time. So therefore impulse momentum principle is nothing but change in momentum is equal to the impulse. Now you can see on the next slide, that is force. Now here impact of jet deals on two conditions, that is first if the plate is stationary, and second if the plate is moving. These are the two main conditions, and this each condition consists another three types. Now when the plate is fixed, second is when the plate is inclined at a certain angle, and third type is when the plate is curved. So these three types we will be studying in both the conditions. Now next on the further slide, we'll start with our first case, that is force due to impact of jet on a flat fixed plate. Now some assumptions are made here. Now first assumption is friction between jet and plate is considered to be negligible, it is neglected. Second is loss of energy during impact of jet is zero, and third velocity of jet is uniform throughout. So this three cases we have to assume. Now next you can see, now the first condition is when the fixed plate is normal to the jet. Now below a figure is shown where you can see there is a vertical fixed plate, and in front at that plate a nozzle is there. Through that nozzle a jet is coming out of that nozzle, and that jet is striking that plate with a velocity v, and the area, cross sectional area of that jet is given as a, which is measured in meter square. So now next you have to consider a fluid striking a fixed plate normal to jet as shown on the previous slide. Here A is cross sectional area of jet in meter square, V is velocity in meter per second, and rho is nothing but density of fluid, that is kg per meter cube. Now plate is fixed. As the plate is fixed, your velocity will be 0. Now next what we are assuming, impulse momentum equation, that is changes in momentum is equal to the impulse. So which is given as force is equal to mass into velocity. So F is given as m in the bracket v1 minus v2, where our m is nothing but mass flow rate. Mass flow rate means rho into discharge, while we know that discharge is given as area into velocity. So the equation becomes m is equal to rho into area into velocity. Now where v is nothing but v1, that is initial velocity v1 is equal to capital velocity v, and final velocity v2 will be 0 as the plate is fixed. So therefore our final equation, that is mass momentum equation obtained, is F is equal to rho into area into velocity square. Now as plate is stationary, so work done will be 0. Thank you. As you can see in the next slide, we are dealing with the second condition, that when fixed plate is inclined at an angle theta with the jet. Now consider, now you can see the figure as shown in this slide. So now you have to consider a fixed plate which is inclined at an angle theta as shown in the figure, and a jet is coming out through a nozzle, and it exerts the force on that inclined plate, and it is making an angle theta with that fixed surface. And you can see in the figure there are two discharges taking place in tangential directions, that is q1 and q2. And in next figure you can see that is the velocity of jet is getting distributed in xx direction. So resolution of velocity and forces is occurring. Now next, on the next slide, you have to see that velocity of jet normal to plate is v sine theta and final velocity of jet is 0. Now next, normal force on the plate. Now again you have to use the impulse momentum equation. Now in this derivations throughout chapter, that is impact of jet, you have to use impulse momentum theory. So now to find out normal force on the plate, that is given by Fn is equal to rho area into velocity in the bracket v sine theta minus 0. V sine theta means it is your initial velocity. Final velocity is 0 as your plate is fixed. So therefore Fn is equal to rho area into v square sine theta. This is about the normal force. Now next, B, it is given as force on plate in xx and yy direction. So Fx means what? Fn sine theta. As we know, as you have gone through the resolution of how to solve the resolution of forces and velocity. So in x direction you have to consider sine theta factor. So you will get Fx is equal to Fn sine theta. So that is rho area v square sine square theta. And for y direction you have to consider cos theta. So that is Fy is equal to Fn cos theta. So you will get as rho area into v square into sine theta cos theta. As you have studied in trigonometry, that is sine 2 theta is equal to sine theta cos theta. So therefore you can rewrite as Fy is equal to rho area v square sine 2 theta upon 2. Again work done on plate will be 0 as the plate is stationary. Now C. Now this C point is nothing but ratio of discharges tangential to the plate. Now just you can go back through the slides where I have given a figure. There you can see that when discharge is occurring, it is occurring in two directions, that is Q1 and Q2, and it is tangential to plate. So this let Q1 and Q2 be the volume flow rate. So therefore total discharge can be given as Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2. Now as the resultant force is tangential to the plate, so it will be 0. Again you have to apply impulse momentum equation, and thus it will give as rho Q1V, that is for Q1 discharge, minus rho Q2V, that is for Q2 discharge. All these will come in one bracket minus rho QV cos theta is equal to 0. So you will be obtaining Q1 minus Q2 minus Q cos theta is equal to 0. So therefore you have to separate this equation in two terms, that is for Q1, Q2 respectively. So Q1 you will get as Q divided by 2 in the bracket 1 plus cos theta, and for Q2 discharge you will get Q divided by 2 in the bracket 1 minus cos theta. So thus these all factors you have to consider for a fixed place when it is inclined at an angle theta with the jet. Now last, third condition, that is force exerted by a jet on stationary curved plate or a vane. Curved plate can be called as a vane. Now here again I have given a figure where you can see there is a nozzle. Through that nozzle a jet is exerting force on a stationary curved plate. That jet is carrying velocity v. Now for the stationary curved plate it is making an angle theta with the velocities. Now next you have to consider a fluid jet of cross-sectional area A at a velocity v, which is striking that stationary curved plate at its center as shown in the previous slide. Now the jet which is coming out of the nozzle is having the same velocity v with which the jet is spreading out of that stationary curved plate. Now you have to consider components of velocity in xx and yy direction as v cos theta and v sin theta respectively. Again, now as we know by impulse momentum equation, force is equal to mass into velocity, where m can be given as rho into area into velocity. Now for initial velocity, that is v1 is equal to v, which is in xx direction. Now v2 in xx direction, it will be, that is final velocity will be minus cos theta. Now why we are having here negative sign? Because that component, that v cos theta, is acting in the opposite direction of the jet. Jet is moving in a forward direction, that v cos theta component is acting in backward direction, so we have taken that negative sign. Then by implying the impulse momentum equation, force is equal to mass in the bracket v1 minus v2. Now the force in xx direction is given as fx, it will be given as rho, area into velocity. In the bracket, what will be having? Initial velocity minus final velocity, that v minus, in the bracket, minus v cos theta. So final fx is as rho into area into v square, in the bracket 1 plus cos theta. And similarly we can write it for the fy direction, force acting in yy direction. So again here, now here our initial velocity v1 will be 0. Now why here v1 will be 0? Because sin theta is acting in the vertical direction and our velocity was acting from a jet which is in horizontal direction. So for this vertical direction, our initial velocity v1 is 0, and while that v2 will be v sin theta. So again by implementing impulse momentum equation, that is force is equal to mass in the bracket v1 minus v2, again putting all the terms in the respective places, we will get as fy is equal to rho into area into velocity, in the bracket 0 minus, in the bracket v sin theta. 0 is nothing but in your initial velocity, v sin theta is nothing but your final velocity. So finally you will obtain fy is equal to minus rho into area into velocity square into sin theta. Negative sign indicates that fy is acting in the downward direction. So thus this is all for your stationary curved plate.